Federation of International Women Association. Bravo! Na omu edi eshiemu. Federation of International Women Association edi eshiemu a. Womu atro krata tin. Edi akwa eye Ghana Chief Justice. Eye Justice Bafu Boni. Se womu enhwe. Na womu mfi womani kuraji no mu hwemu yepa no mu fankom da hyebedwafie na yenye samra no entum na chesemra na wo hode na enso yenhyem kena na wobibisa se emra bayi ana eye Federation of International Women Association womu epese eye Chief Justice Owura Abafoboni womu ehwede kwam da hyebedwafie na yegitumu ni nyina ene se unse Ghana ya mamra no 1992 constitution eya article 22 clause 2 emra ewo hono mo kyerese obi anase oba ne bema eware na se awawe nu egu a ajapade ewo mu no nka ye kyemu ni amo oba ne bi na yama bema no nsu ebi nanso na nsan ya ensem bi a ekoso ewo Ghana ha Emma judge baako etena asam so judge ye friend se judge Togo etena asem no eso no na kyese asasisire aba baabi kamia ye se yakama ede ahye na asem ni nyina no ene se yankasa yenua bema baako Ghana ha de wagidipa food bank ra first no so no na kyese quick credit ene yasesamu no Owura Richard ni amakwe wone ne yire ho ensensem a ebaye awadija ye ensensem ebaye asam no court asam no court no judge a wotena asam no so si sika na woba ne pese bema no ede ema no abra awadija ye aba no enya de se wo mu ede se sika no ebema no enti wo chemu na wode efa ema no na judge ni wieye no waka kire oba ne se maame no na se wogina so ai wa yo oba wogina so pa ne ho ofe enti so pese okope kunu a wonko obenya bi na wade wo hwei enye investment eno na Federation of International Women Association so tena sia no mudwo no mse da bi ekoba sasa bibi sei esia na ema ene mmofra ena wo mu ho akiri wo mu enti ye wose wo mu susore na wo mu aka bi ede emamma usese kuo no eyeku a yeye ede aboa emamma so etimi gina brane ewo society no emu enti wo mu ede krata akwama Owura Abafoboni wona no hyiamudi a wo mu ediye se wo mu enhwe no mu fankom ra hyebedwafie na wo mu enhwe no wo mu enyi samra no entumu enti se koba se bema no oba ware na warija ye ba ajapade a wo mu bia ne ye kyemu mienu ni ama oba ne fa na bema no so afafa na enhyiamudi no echi no apanyi ba ko a wono na wogire mu makuo no kasa makuo no wane santrofo sai yetinsem bia wodi etu dwafa Ghana ya mambra ho 1992 constitution no article 22 clause 2 sane eka efama ema ene mmofra eba ne se awadija ye eba.
Article 22 clause 2 of the constitution requires parliament to enact legislation regulating the property rights of spouses. Article 22(3) further provides that spouses shall have equal access to property jointly acquired during marriage, and that such assets shall be distributed equitably upon dissolution of marriage. More than 33 years after the Constitution came into force, Ghana still does not have the comprehensive legislation contemplated by Article 22. That delay has created uncertainty, inconsistency, and hardship for not only women but children of families and their destinies. Children, the future leaders of our country, are at risk when it comes to dissolution of marriage. And no child should be homeless in this country. Every child should be supported to have a home, to be educated, to also have medical care, food, and all the rights, irrespective of the marital status of their parents. So We humbly say that in the absence of clear legislation, courts have had to develop principles on a case-by-case basis. We acknowledge that the Supreme Court has made important contributions in this area, including decisions recognizing both direct and indirect contributions of spouses. However, case law alone cannot provide this clarity, predictability, and uniform protection that legislation is meant to provide. This is why Parliament must act. The Property Rights of Spouses Bill has remained on the legislative agenda for far too long. A draft bill existed as far back as 2009. Public record shows that the bill was being discussed or reviewed in subsequent years, including 2013, 2014, 2021, and again in 2024, when Parliament held stakeholder engagement on the bill. This long history confirms that there's a need for the law that has long been recognized. What remains is the political and legislative will to complete the task.
Enti sa wahu chase eye ekua ejina ama ma sebeye ma so betimi anya wo mu fa ahudie e ma ebetimi asori ejina sane ebeya awadija ye eba enkoba se ye beka oba ahye na abrebia no be ma na eye obedi eye enkunim na eye Federation of International Women Association yi eyekua wo mu ehwe ebo ma emofra eho eban na enhyiamudie na wo mu di ye no na wo mu ekyere se ekoba ne se awarija ye eba na ajapade mu che asisie ba mu wo ba no fa empempi no ya na ma ehunamane emofra nso ehunamane eba ne se mofra ehwemu emofra adidie mu eba ne se mofra yare na se wo mu bekwa yare sabia bi mpa ya na chese emu eya eni to omuso akoye kwa wo mu kasa gina mamma yi de wo mu so ebehwe akasa agina amama sane ebeya ema so betimi agina brane enkoba se tambia na se brebia no yebeka ma ahye ekoba se awarija ya na se awarie mu nsensem ede eba eno na eye Federation of International Women Association wo mu atwokata edi akwakoma ora Justice Bafo Boni Ghana eye Chief Justice se wo mu enhwe na wo mu emfa kwamra hyebedwafie na wo mu mobo hu na wo mu anyintum e wo mu se Ghana ya mamra 1992 Constitution eye Article 22 Clause 2 no eka fa eye awadija ye animu ajapade echede nenso asemra no yentimi enhyemu kena enti akwaba ne se awarija ye bi ba na esisire akọ amama na chese mema no no mafa ajapade no akese nti womu enhye no womu enyemu kena onase womu enhyemu kena sane yebaya akwabasa awarija ye ba yebehwe ama asundwie aba ajapade bi e womu bia yebecha ne pepepepepepe ama oba na se bema no akomato ye mu aba ne nkoba se yebesisi ma na trako ye maso na se mofra so emofra mom ena ya na womu ehunu amane enti International Federation of International Women Association krata womu ede ekokoma eye Chief Justice Bafo Boni ai se womu enhwe emfa nkwamra hyebedwafie na womu emobo ho na womu hwenye mbra no entum womu pass ni sesie na womu enhwe na womu empass sa bill no na bill na womu pass womu epass no eye Spouse Property Right Bill na eye Federation of International Women Association womu epese emra hyebedwafie afa so Ghana Chief Justice Bafo Boni womu ehwe na bill a ye friend say Spouse Property Rights Bill no womu etimi epase etise koba se awadija ye eba enkoba se asisisem ebeba na womu ejina eye owura eye Richard ni amakwe ni nsensem no eso se Judge Dogo ejina asem no so se awarie enye investment no na chese asisie aba baabi nti empanifo enhwe na bill a ye friend say spouse property right bill no wo mu enhwe na wo mu anyintum ni nyina eye krata no mu ensam a Federation of International Women Association wo mu ede akwama ora Justice Bafo Bonnie Ghana ye Chief Justice omuhwe na wo mu empase sa bill no spouse property right bill no wo mu empase na chese esisire enkoba koba ne sa warija ye eba oba ene bema obia benya ni niema se ese efata no pepepe ai enomu ensem enonom Getway Studio so enie TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, any Instagram okwa like page no na ehye ma afoforo nsa enkami